So paying the bill, some business questions. How did you get started in business? Any of these questions are good, and they're even better if you can preface it with something you know about their business. So let's say, for example, I know that Paul is a third generation lawyer, and I can say, you know, Paul, I noticed that you're a third generation lawyer. You mentioned that on your website. I'm just curious to hear, you know, how you decided to keep the family tradition. And now Paul's talking about that family tradition, and I'm listening, and what's happening between Paul and I?
Building rapport.
Yeah, building a lot of rapport. What's Paul's favorite subject?
Oh,
Paul. Okay, maybe not, but
It's not true.
yeah, Paul's a humble guy. All right. So, but the idea is that if you're talking to a GC, if you're talking to a CEO, if you're talking to a financial planner, get them talking about their business. It's an easy way to build relationship. Another one is interest. You see that I'm posting all the time that I'm fishing with my son, all the time, okay, on Facebook in particular. So you could bring that up and say, I know that you're always fishing with your son. What's the next adventure look like? And now I'm telling you about our next trip, building relationship. And it shows that you know me, care about me, and are interested in me on something personal that I do. All right. People that travel. I always want to hear about people that travel. I love to hear about foodies, people that eat at new restaurants in different cities. I'm always interested in that. Okay. The next one is loved ones. This is talking about family. Now, when don't we talk about family? What's the caveat to talking about family? About kids in particular. What?
Only if they bring it up, right?
Yeah. If you know that someone's got kids and it's come up in a conversation, oh, I got to go put the baby down, or I got to take my kids somewhere, or the kids are driving me nuts, whatever it might be, probably the last one. Then it's okay to ask about the kids, to ask about the family, and and you can commiserate, especially if you have kids. Do you want to talk to a 25-year-old single entrepreneur about family? Nah, probably not. Okay. And it's like, Ryan and I talk about cats, probably not something we want to talk about with other people. Now, if they bring it up and they love cats, well, guess what? We can have a great cat conversation, but it's not something I'm going to bring up because some people hate cats. Some people love cats. I don't know. So why am I going to go down a road unless I know that that road is paved in gold? Okay. I do try to find out like what teenagers are into, because I want to know, like, is my son on the straight and narrow, if he's doing stuff that other kids are doing or not. And then life purpose or life passion is another way to think about it. But if it's something beyond an interest, like someone's involved in a charity, someone's involved in a cause, and you can ask them about it, that's going to really generate a tremendous amount of trust and friendship and rapport. Okay. Notice that there's a trend here. It's not about you talking. You need to learn to zip your lip. It's all about asking questions and listening, and then trying to find common ground if you can. If you can't find common ground, it's okay just to listen, empathize, and be there, be present. Also, I'm going to throw this out. Try not to be a one-upsman. What's a one-upsman? I think I made that up, by the way. Joe,
No, you didn't. It's actually Dilbert. They got the guy Topper. So every time you say something, he's got to go that next level.
The Topper.
And,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think it's been called one-upsmanship.
Yep.
But, somebody was in a car crash. Well, I was in a plane crash. Someone won a big verdict. Well, I won a bigger verdict. I mean, it's not really helping the relationship. I mean, if you can commiserate or you can find common ground on something, fine. But if somebody's sharing their very heartfelt story with you and then you discount it because you're waiting and chomping at the bit to tell your story, try to avoid that. That doesn't necessarily create great friends.